guys, welcome back to the channel. So, Harry and Meghan have officially made their first appearance since the unfolding of their brands and their flagging US image. So they've officially made an appearance with the children. Now this is actually the second latest appearance that they've made. They also made an appearance the other day in Santa Barbara without the children. Their body language on that occasion seemed kind of friendly, I would say. On this occasion, insiders have leaked that they was definitely keeping a frosty distance from each other, and Harry looked quite distracted and flustered in the images of him carrying Invisibet, or should I say Lilibet. Now, there has been some imaging of Lily in as much as her forehead looks as though it's been photoshopped, or it could possibly be that she had a bump on her head. A lot of people on social media have pointed that out. I'm not really sure what that's about. Could it be that they're trying to make this child look like what she should kind of look like? A lot of people have also noticed that she appears to be a lot smaller than the age she's meant to be. So some people said that she appears as though she's a completely different child altogether. Now, it's been a long, long time since we've seen the children. So this obviously is a pap walk, so to speak, for the 4th of July US celebrations, celebrating the American national holiday. And it seems as though they're trying to do PR press damage, because we know that there's been a lot of reports floating around and circulating on the internet that they actually are on the cusp of divorce. It's also been officially mentioned that Harry and Meghan essentially are both going in two completely different creative directions. We also have Omid Scooby, the writer of Finding Freebies / Finding Freedom, coming out with a new book in November called Endgame, which essentially is going to be fixated on and focused on Meghan Markle's version of events. Now, of course, we know that he is the former boyfriend of her current friend who runs the Soho House, and so he pretty much is her underhanded ghostwriter, so to speak, even though she adamantly denied, along with Harry, that they had any influence or any involvement in the writing of Finding Freebies, which was written by Carol Durand and Omid Scooby. We know that a lot of the information that Scooby gets is directly from the Sussex duo household. So there's been quite a few updates. Another significant thing about this outing, which a lot of people have remarked upon, is the uncanny likeness of the styling of baby Invisibet / Lilibet's dress. Now, it seems as though everything that they've trashed and rebuked about the royal firm, that they've belittled and essentially done away with, it seems as though they're trying to recreate that out in America. Now, this poor child, whoever she is, whether she's a child actress or she really is the real Lilibet indeed, seems to have been forced to put on a full-on British regalia with the traditional English little summer dress, along with full-on white stockings and red leather shoes. Now, God knows what possessed Harry and Meghan to overdress this young child in that desperate Cali heat, but it seems as though it is definitely a PR move and a desperate attempt to try and upstage and deflect from, the issues in their relationship. And she seems rather out of place. Now, I did find a very blurry image in addition to this one of Meghan crouched down, interacting with little Archie Invisible. And of course, they had quite a few staff members well in between the couple, with Harry and Meghan keeping a marked distance from each other. So apparently, according to insiders, there was a disagreement. Meghan did say quite a few things that hurt Harry moments before these images were taken, and they essentially wasn't really talking. So I'm just going to quickly get into this source, and then I'm going to summarize with my personal thoughts. So after months of us wondering where the children have been stashed away, they have finally been given some sort of day release. Whether they are child actors on rent or not, they seem to have gone all out to mirror the very British customs that they claim to hate. Harry and Meghan have purposefully dressed little Lilibet in full British regalia in order to upstage the royal family back in the UK. It's well documented that Meghan has always had it in for little Princess Charlotte and Kate and maintained a seething eye of jealousy since she saw Princess Charlotte's very heavy resemblance to the Queen herself, the Queen Mother, and Princess Diana. And it's interesting because if you look at images of the Queen Mother, and Princess Diana, Charlotte is a beautiful combination of all three, along with her father William. She definitely does favour William's lineage in the looks department as opposed to Kate's lineage, if you know what I mean, feature wise. She really does emulate. I see so many faces in her face. I see Princess Anne, I definitely see the Queen, I see Diana, and I see William, and I see the Queen Mother, and I also see Queen's sister also. So there's a lot of resemblance there. And of course she has the trademark blonde hair like her grandmother, Princess Diana. And the child is undeniably very, very cute. She's a good looking little girl. She's going to be a very attractive woman. For Meghan Markle, because she's so desperate to monetize her real connections, because she doesn't have that, she's always carried a heavy torch of jealousy for Kate, of course, because she snagged the number one prince, the prince that Meghan would have loved to have had, and she's had little Charlotte, who resembles favourably so many loved members of the royal firm. Little Lily doesn't have that, and I'm not discrediting that. I'm not saying that she's unattractive. By all means, we don't even know if Lily was ever born. We do not even know if this Lily is really in existence, or is this just a child actress? A lot of people are leaning towards the latter conclusion, that baby Lily is literally, she's just a renter kid, basically. They don't have real children that they share between them. To torture the child in such heat. Now, I've been to Florida at the height of summer, and I can tell you it's extremely hot. I haven't been to California, but I can only imagine it's pretty much the same type of heat. Full on stockings. This child is dressed in a very British way. She's definitely trying to follow the British customs. Why bother? When you've done away with the monarchy, they're of no use to you. Why are you doing this now? This definitely screams out that this is a PR move mixed with bouts and bouts of jealousy for Kate. So the source goes on to say she seems to have gone all out to make sure that the baby looks just like her cousin when she was younger in the smouldering heat. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Many people have noticed that this child looks significantly different from the little girl that we have seen in previous photos, and some have remarked that she looks smaller than she really would be at that age. So this is inconclusive as to who this child is. Is she blonde or ginger? It seems as though this little child is going down the ginger route, and her eye colour is really inconclusive with the blurriness of these images. I guess it's not strange that all the new released photos of them are blurry and unclear, seeing as they are possibly walking pap child actors playing a small role in the Runaway Royals marketing campaign. Others have pointed out that the child's head has been doctored and badly photoshopped. Her forehead appears to be flat and concaved, possibly to make her look different, or does she have a strange protruding bump underneath her skin? Tension between Harry and Meghan at the parade was so evident as they haven't spent that much time together in weeks, a source claims, and the floating divorce rumours seem to all be true. Harry and Meghan kept a comfortable distance from each other while Archie was at the parade, but he wasn't perhaps as closely as Lily. In a blurry photo, he made an appearance with Meghan, who was evidently seen crouching down on the floor trying to keep out of Harry's direct line of sight. An insider has leaked that Harry seemed vacant and detached at the outing. So this source does go on a little bit more, but to conclude, the divorce rumours seem to be true. They're trying to keep up appearances, and it seems as though they probably have about a year to 6 months left of this charade before they call it quits. Harry's probably pretty much sick and tired of running the streets of America trying to be someone and something that he's not. Everything has come collapsing down, and they don't have any willpower or drive to do any work. So, what are they to do? With all that being said, guys, I'm going to be back with part 2, and I will carry on with this source. Bye, guys.